Welcome to the channel. So this is the first video on the channel and I'll be reviewing the OBDeleven device that I just got for my car because I've been having a little bit of a rough idle, so I was trying to find out what could be the problem. Then I decided, okay, let me just buy this device once because I think I'm gonna need it for a lot of few things that I'll be doing on the channel, and so I think it's going to be a very good tool to use, and that's why I got it. So right now let's just try to plug the device onto the car and see what happens and see what kind of faults we have and see what we can try to fix up. So here is the device. It's quite small, but it can do a lot of things. Just that it is small because look at when I put it in my hand. So small. So with this you can diagnose cars like Audi, Volkswagen, Skoda, Lamborghini and Bentley. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it in the car, then we can see what it's going to do. So it goes into the OBD port. Let me just So it might take some time because it's the first time it's connecting, so I think it might take some time. So let's just see how it goes. Okay, we're in, so let's just scan the car and see what happens and see what kind of faults we have. So also the scanning might take some time, I don't know why, but it does take some time, maybe because the car has so many control units that needs to be scanned. So yeah, it might take some time, but we'll see. Okay, we have the check engine light, the brakes are fine. Okay, now we're done scanning the car. We have about 18 faults in total, so let's just go through the faults and see what kind of faults we have and see which ones we can fix and which ones we can postpone to later. So let me just click on this. So as you can see right there, we have a sensor heater control circuit bank 1. So the oxygen sensor is what I'm thinking might be the problem, but let's just check it out. One amazing thing about this is because it has the G, which takes you to Google when you click on it. So it takes you to Google and shows you in detail what kind of fault you might have. So in case you just see this and don't understand, when you click on G, it will take you to Google and it will explain the fault further so you understand. So it says the P0030 is an OBD trouble code that refers to the engine's primary oxygen sensor malfunctioning. So we have a malfunctioning oxygen sensor that we need to fix, and I think this is urgent because it affects the fuel to ratio and affects the fuel's efficiency or the engine's efficiency, something like that. But I know this is one of the things that needs to be dealt with as quick as I can. So maybe on the next video we'll be fixing the oxygen sensor because I need to get on this. Okay, now let's go to air conditioning and see what faults we have here. Refrigerant pressure. So we have a refrigerant pressure. I don't even understand what that is. Central electrics. Let's see what faults we have here. The fuel pump relay. Oh, so I guess this is the reason why my car was cutting off. I'm not sure if the fuel pump relay does make the car to cut off, but at times my car was cutting off. When I reached the traffic stop and I just stopped, my car would cut off. I don't know why. So one of the reasons I also got this device was because I wanted to make sure that before I buy the fuel pump, I get to be sure that the fuel pump is the problem. So we also have some faults: headlight beam, left high beam headlamp bulb, left low beam headlight bulb. So I guess when I do this, I'll also try to slap in the LEDs on the car. Then yeah. So let's move on to the other faults and see what faults we have. We're still checking the faults right now. I'll also show you what you can do with this device. Now we're on the airbag faults. Side airbag igniter, front passenger side. Yes, the passenger side, like I said, on the curtain we have a problem because the curtain airbag on the A pillar seems to have been deployed. Let's go to the gateway. We have a database infotainment error. I guess it's because I've changed the radio and now the car is not communicating with the new aftermarket radio that I've just replaced, so that might be the fault, but that's not a serious issue. Now on comfort systems, the faults that we have as interior monitoring sensors. Okay, I think those are the ones at the top, so yeah, we'll deal with them. Vehicle inclination sensor, I don't really mind not having that. Oh, the alarm horn is also not working. This started after we replaced the battery. The battery had died. Now I replaced the battery and the alarm never went on again. So a few of the things that you can do on central electrics, you can do a lot of things. One of them is that you can select central locking, which is active. You can activate or deactivate central locking. You can activate or deactivate central locking without safe function. There's a lot of things that you can do here, but for now I'm not gonna tweak anything like I said because I haven't made the backup. So after backing up, I'll show you the things that I'll do, because I'm also planning on putting on a new steering wheel which will have multifunction controls, so I'll show you how to do that when I've already backed up the car. So these are the things that you can do. I'll just scroll through this and you'll be looking at it. Headlight washer activation time. So this is the time you can adjust to make sure that the headlight washer comes on or off. So this is the minutes in which it delays to work or to activate the headlight washers. So also here, rear brake light as parking light, it's on, so I can turn that off because I don't want that as parking light. So I'll turn this off also and have only the parking lights on. So only when the parking lights are on will I have the parking lights on and not have the brake lights on as well. So that will be triggered when I've backed up the car. So there's a lot you can do on this thing, so I think I really like it compared to VCDS, because on VCDS you have to be having a laptop for you to come and connect to the car, and you cannot take your laptop with you everywhere you go. So for those who like to travel, sometimes you do not travel with their laptops. For me at least, I know I do not travel with a laptop. So I don't think this is VCDS is a good alternative for me. So there is a lot of things that you can do with OBDeleven, really. There's a lot of things that you can do, because I also want to change the steering wheel and put in a new steering wheel with multifunction controls. You can do that and also code the steering wheel onto the car with just this device. So I think it's a bonus for me because I still want to do a lot. Now let's go to steering column. Like I told you on the steering column, so I'll just pause this for a minute so that I can see, and I'll just also explain to you what all these things mean. So like I said, I want to install a steering wheel with multifunction controls. So right now, as you can see, the coding value that is on this car, because it doesn't have multifunction steering control, it's 000041. So with the description, you can tell what this 00041 means. So in description, it says vehicle type, it's a normal type, so that's why we have a 0. On transmission, because this car is a manual transmission, we are having a 0. That's the second 0. On the third 0, it's a steering wheel, because this car only has a manual steering wheel without multifunction control. We also have another 0. Then we go on to the next ones. We're going on to the next ones on spoke steering wheel with multifunction control, with multifunction without cruise control. So we're going on to the other ones. 3/4 spoke steering wheel with multifunction without cruise control and voice control. If I had that, I would then say 3, because I would also be having a steering wheel with multifunctions but without cruise control. So had I had a steering wheel with a multifunction and with cruise control, I will change the value from 0 on to 4, 3, 2 or 1. So depending on what you have, I'll change that. So the other one is board computer cruise control system. 0 says without board computer and without cruise control system. That's why we're having 0 on this car, because the car doesn't have a steering wheel control that has a cruise control system. On dashboard, oh, we have a needle swap. I haven't tried this. We'll see. But I don't think we do have a needle swap on a Mk5. So yeah, that's what you can do. I think we've already covered this, so I'm just gonna skip through it. Immobilizer, adaptation, I don't even know how to do that. Also on the throttle board, when I want to clean the throttle board, I don't really know how you can do the adaptation of the throttle body, but I guess I'll learn. So yeah, this is when you want to change the engine values. I don't even know, I don't want to mess with this. So you can do a lot on this, you really can do a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Until the next time, see you on the flip side.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm